Good morning, ladies. This is my first video tutorial to show you how to put on your 3D fiber lashes. So bear with me. This isn't going to be fabulous, but it'll show you what we need to do. First of all, your lashes come in this wonderful little case. It looks kind of like a sunglass case to me, but what I do to put mine on is I get both tubes open in my hand and ready to go. And the first thing that you do is my lashes have a tendency to get clumpy, so I kind of clean the brush off a little bit before I put on my gel. May or may not work for you, but it works for me. And then I start with putting on my transplanting gel, and I put on quite a bit. And I don't get worried about getting messy because I'm just going to clean it up here in a second. And go ahead and put some on your bottom lashes. I don't use the fibers on my bottom lashes, but I do just go ahead and put on the gel. And also, I don't use mascara as my first layer. I don't see the point in buying mascara if you end up having to have more mascara to go with it. And the second thing I do is I kind of roll the fibers on my hand before I put them on. Because again, my lashes have a tendency to clump. For those of you that are lucky and don't have to worry about that, then you can kind of skip that step. But it worked good for me. And then when I'm putting this on, I focus on the top half of my lashes. If you notice, I don't go all the way down. And get a good coat on that. And then you're going to want to let this dry. So at this point, I go ahead and start on my other eye. Again, I kind of clean my wand off a little bit. And then get started on the second eye. And I'm trying really hard not to make the mascara face, if you haven't noticed. So if I accidentally do it, just, bear with me. You do it too. Don't judge. Okay, and I get a good coat on there. And then I get my second wand out. And like I said, I kind of roll it on my hand a little bit to pack those down. And I focus on the top half of my lashes. Okay, and then you're going to want to seal it in, and this is the most important part. You're going to want to seal it in really, really good so that you don't get those flakes throughout the day on your cheeks. So you want to get it really on there really good. Well, I always think bigger is better, so you could stop here, or if you're like me and want even bigger lashes, you go for another layer. Again, focusing really on the tips. If you have had problems with this mascara bothering your eyes throughout the day, I promise this is what you're doing wrong, because it's what I was doing wrong. I was going all the way on the whole lash and it was getting in my eyes and really irritating them. So that's probably what you're doing too. So just practice makes perfect. And then we're going to do the other eye and seal this in really, really good. And then immediately go in with your other coat. It still blows my mind every time I put this on how different my lashes look. Now you'll see a big mess up here, and I'm okay with that because it's just, it's part of it. If you have long lashes, they're gonna hit your lids and get stuff all over you. And again, I'm fine with that. I'm giving just one last coat because I like to be sure that everything's in place. And then what I do is I have some little flat-headed Q-tips. I get me a little bit of eye makeup remover. Oh, here comes my assistant, Della. And then I'm going to use this just to clean that up. I already had my liner on before we started, so that doesn't get affected at all. But I just clean up this little bit off of my eyelids with the Q-tip. And voila, we're good to go for the day. And I don't know if you can see how long and wonderful the lashes are. But if you haven't tried this product yet, I highly, highly recommend it. It has changed the way that my face looks completely. And another great thing is that if you don't like it, within 14 days you return it and get your money back. So that always works for me. Anyway, thank you ladies for watching, and thank you for putting up with my first video. Have a great day.